Hello, welcome all my beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Sagittarius suns, have big Sagittarius placements, or are cross watchers for Sagittarius. Welcome to your month ahead messages looking at the month of October 2024. If you are looking for love messages, you will find those linked down below. There is a tier on my Patreon that examines just that. So we go through all of the month ahead, all of the zodiac month ahead love messages. That tier also includes access to random pairing, like zodiac readings, where I roll the dice and figure out which two signs at random we are talking about that are in connection and do a reading for that combination. So it's fun times, good stuff. You can watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever tickles your fancy, it's your fancy, however you like that. Excuse my burp, sorry guys. So yeah, the way that things are going to be working today, I am going to pull an oracle card to look at overarching themes, tarot for further details and messages. I will also at the end pull 3 event cards to look at major energies or happenings in your love life. That's what we will explore on Patreon. So if what comes out there seems like it might resonate with what's going on for you, that might be a sign there, messages there for you. Now it is going to be October, right? We love it. We love October. But it's going to be the time of year when the veil between the spirit realm and the earthly realm is at its thinnest. So my intention is that whatever comes out here, this is where you're going to be receiving the most attuned guidance, right? This could be your own intuitive kind of, inner knowing. This could be any divination that you receive, any sort of spiritual support, any practices or work you do, just the circumstances of your life, what your guides are trying to bring to your attention with incredible clarity and acuity. So, yeah, with that, let's dive in. I'm going to quit babbling at you guys. Totally this one. Whatever this is might hit you like a ton of bricks. Something I'm getting like, whoop, got something to talk about. Because we have Dawn at the bottom. I don't really read oracle cards reversed unless the deck is designed like that, but it is getting my attention. And it says the light after the darkness. So something, it's almost like veil is pulled back very, very quickly. There is a very big shift in your perception. It is needed. It is not a moment overdue. Not a moment too soon or too late, but it is very necessary. That's something I'm getting. So let's pull your tarot. I'm going to start with 3. At the bottom is the 6 of Pentacles. I like that. Whatever comes out, it's in order to kind of create balance. I'm getting the word gratitude. Some of you guys are going to have gratitude. Some of you guys are working on a gratitude practice. There might be a need to look at whatever is happening this month through a lens of gratitude. This is giving blessing in disguise energy. So, yeah, exactly. Werewolf with exploring wildness. Okay, so we have this energy of the lightning. I don't even know if it's lightning or if it's branches. I have always viewed it as lightning. It's branches. That's the first time I've ever noticed that. Interesting. We have the full moon, so the full moon might be a very significant time. I have a lunar calendar. It's going to be October 17th. This will be the full moon in Aries. So that might be particularly impactful for you. You guys are going to have something suddenly shift and change for you, and it might feel like you are exploring like a side of yourself you were unprepared for. Something, this is always giving like like Uranus energy. It's still funny. I'm never gonna not giggle at it. It's given the energy of Uranus and we don't know what to make of it. But there's a sense here of, that sharp left turn, right? Something is going to surprise you. And you guys are Sagittarius vibes, right? Meaning I know you know how to handle life with a sense of optimism and humor. But being able to kind of explore, I think that's where that gratitude message comes in. Being able to explore that or explore what's happening through those lenses might help you move through any changes that are happening. The Lover's reversed. For some of you, a big change is happening in your love life. Big change. You could be dealing with a Gemini as well, so it's very much an opposites attract energy. You could be exploring a part of yourself that is in your shadow, right? Sagittarius and Gemini are oppositional signs on the wheel of the zodiac, meaning oppositional signs can represent one another's shadow very, very heavily, just depending on how healed or in balance they are, right? So some aspect of you, whenever I see the full moon as well, Because the moon, yes, talks about our feelings and our inner world and our intuition, but it also talks about our subconscious. This can, for me, represent the things in our blind spot. So when you get a full moon, which is the most illuminated of all the moon phases, this is shining the most light on things in our blind spots sometimes. Studying your moon sign might lend some extra clarity to what this might be, or some extra understanding. But it feels like something that might come up, that might suddenly shift and change, is that you're seeing a part of yourself that you haven't really gotten to take a good look at. And it's not something to be feared, criticized, denigrated. It's something to be grateful for, however it comes about, right? So I do feel like those are kind of some vibes, and you might get this from somebody else. Like you might get this perception, or you might be able to see this mirrored back to you from another person. Pardon my itchy nose, particularly from a lover. The Nine of Wands in reverse with the hot mess. Oh, baby. And the Hanged Man in reverse, Pisces energy. You know what I'm always drawn to in this deck? The Hanged Man has the fire, the Lovers has the fire, but it's gone out here. Okay, something is not working anymore. And it is coming to, it feels a halt. You've been in a holding pattern with whatever this is for a minute. Pardon my itchy nose. You've had multiple paths that you could pursue. It feels like whenever I see this particular card, we have the gravel path, the earthy path, and then the water, like the river here, right? So to me, it represents the emotional route versus the practical route, and having to try to kind of figure out what you're going to do here. So that may be kind of what, like the context of what's at play is, like you may have been having to, like maybe you were taking the practical route on something, and then one day you're just going to be like, yeah, that sucks, I'm not doing that anymore. I feel like you guys are going to be valuing your own happiness more. I do want to clarify this werewolf energy though, more specifically. The Four of Pentacles reverse, you're letting go of something. Some of you, you're losing something. This could be losing a job, losing a home, and which is very, very difficult. But it's actually getting you closer to a life that you're going to love with the Lover. Some of you guys, you're, like I said, breaking off a relationship, and it brings changes to a home, to your daily routine, right? This is security, stability. Nothing's really moving, you know, so nothing's growing, but you're not losing anything. This feels like things are all over the place. Things are not secured. They could be expanding. They could be contracting. It feels like whatever's being lost is actually a beneficial thing in the long run. Remember, we had that Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck when we started, meaning things are being rebalanced, and rebalanced in a favorable way. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles can indicate, you guys, I can't talk all of a sudden. What is this? Stop it, Sagittarius. Stop it. Can indicate, you know, gratitude and thankfulness, right? It's a generosity. And so there's that reciprocity of having gratitude for what's given to you, and then giving back when you have the opportunity to do so. So some of you, that's where that gratitude message comes in. The Ace of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck, it's not going to make sense. Some of you might get this weird feeling of like you're okay with it, and you're like, why am I okay with this? Like, I just lost my job, but like, actually it feels like a good thing, right? Some of you, this is something that the light has kind of gone out on this a while ago, and this is finally the month where you're like letting go of it for good with the Four of Pentacles, right? Let's say this was a breakup that happened 2 months ago, right? And you've been in a mourning period. It feels like the next stage of your journey is like kind of looking at the road ahead with a bit more optimism. But, you know, with this exploring wildness and the Four of Pentacles reversed, you are breaking something down. So clarifying the Lovers, we have the World. Clarifying the Nine of Wands in reverse, we have the Strength reverse. I am not surprised. Leo energy showing up now. And clarifying the Hanged Man reverse. There we go. I almost said Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. For some, this could have to do with a parent-child relationship, whether with your own parent or with your own children, just because I almost said Page of Pentacles. And whenever I see the Page of one suit and the King or Queen of the same suit, that's a parent-child relationship to me. Some of you, this is healing to the inner child. But so this could have to deal with like a, you know, again, a relationship with your parent, or a co-parenting situation, a relationship with your child. The letters W, M, or R might be particularly important here. Excuse me. As well as T is something I'm getting. Okay, so yeah. Lovers clarified by the World. A decision is being made. Whether you're making this choice or the universe is handing it to you, something is like, a choice is being made, a path is being taken, and it's saying, screw it, I'm going to go with what I love. I'm going to go with what feels good to me. I'm going to go with what's going to actually make me happy. Because again, a lot of you guys, the fire has been doused for a long time, right? And it's kind of like, I'm going to reignite my own passion here. And with the world, it feels like it's just accepting that a big cycle has ended. It's like, okay, you know what? This is over. This is done. I'm moving in this direction instead. Or I don't know what direction I'm moving in, but I know it's going to be better than where I was. A lot of you guys, it feels like you're accepting that the spark had gone out of something. There was no happiness there. There was no passion there. So you're instead turning your attention to what you do have available or to the possibilities up ahead. Because then we have the 9 of Wands reversed, clarified by strength in reverse. Again, Leo energy here. The little salmon, you're tired of swimming upstream. A lot of you guys are like, you know what? The juice was not worth the squeeze. I've been saying that phrase a lot lately. I'm fine. You guys, I don't know why I get the giggles so bad for your reading. I haven't been like this for anybody else. So I don't know if you guys are doing that thing where you're like, you know that feeling sometimes when life just gets crazy, you're like, I'm laughing, but I might start crying in a minute. We'll see what happens. Like, it feels like that. But it's good, you know? So the 9 of Wands reversed, the strength reversed, you're throwing in the towel. You're like, I was patient enough. I was kind enough. You know, strength is always about digging deep in the heart space and finding our better qualities, right? Our compassion, our resiliency, our patience, our optimism, our confidence, our drive, whatever else it might be. And you're like, you know what? No, I dug deep. I found those things. That's why I stayed this long. That's why I held on this long. And you're not doing that anymore. Whether something is taken out of your hands or whether you ended it, it just feels like you're accepting it this month and you're like, screw it. I feel like a lot of you guys, pardon my itchy leg. Hang on. It's itchy. A lot of you guys with the Hanged Man reverse clarified by the King of Pentacles. A lot of you are, again, kind of looking at this fire and you're like, this is, you know, I don't feel passion for this anymore. Great. Good thing I lost that job. I hated it, right? That's kind of the energy here. Like, all right, you know, so what? We broke up and I have to find a new place to live. I didn't like that apartment anyway, and I haven't been happy in this relationship for a long time, right? Some of you guys, it's like by letting go of one thing, you have the ability to pursue your passions, right? Okay, we broke up, whatever. I'm going to finally take that job across the country. There's something like that. So a lot of you guys with exploring wildness, really this month is going to be a time where you're letting go of any limitations that you had, any preconceived notions. You're really opening up, being very expansive toward the universe and rolling the dice in a pretty big way, or at least prepared to. So 4 of Pentacles reversed, the 4 of Wands. In order to find your actual happiness, some of you are relocating. You're losing one home or you're extricating yourself from one living situation in order to pursue another. Some of you guys are going to do the nomad thing, and the card that flew off the top of the deck was the 3 of Cups. This could be with a friend, just because we have the ice cream truck here. It always looks like an ambulance to me, but it looks like a little van kind of a thing, of ambulance. A little van kind of a thing. So for some, you and a friend are going to be hitting the road. For some, you are traveling with a friend, even if it's not doing the nomad thing, you're traveling. I know, Sagittarius vibes. It feels like you're moving more toward your happiness, right? Spending more time with friends, spending more time with people who love you. Your friends are going to be a really good support system this month, so definitely lean on them. Page of Swords, you guys might be learning something new. You might be going back to school, getting certified for something, teaching yourself a new hobby. It feels like you're approaching the world with curiosity, and that's exactly the lens that the universe is kind of asking you to try to see through, right? In those moments where it feels unstable, unsteady, a little bit scary, really confusing, because we did see that Ace of Swords reversed earlier. Try to look at it through this lens. But this is what I feel like, you know, the universe is giving you a lot of insight on. The 8 of Wands at the bottom, travel, very heavily aspected here. This is Mercury in Sagittarius, so it's an expansive mindset. The universe is kind of helping you see all the possibilities in front of you and see the potential of why things are unfolding the way they're unfolding. So the universe is really with you this month and helping you broaden and expand your horizons. It feels like whatever cycle you were in, you've gotten everything out of it you're going to get. And it is in divine timing and order that those things are kind of falling away now and new things are preparing to fall into place. So let us pull some cards to look at your major overarching energies when it comes to love. So let's see what you get. So Spirit, what can Sagittarius expect for the month ahead? What events in love can Sagittarius expect? It is this one, but 2 came out. I'm not going to take it. House, relocation and home. So again, some of you guys, you are moving. And I want to look at this one, but not take it. Yep, birds with news and messages. This has come out a lot in a lot of people's reading this month. So important conversations, important news, travel, relocation, and moving might be, which is relocation, might be significant here. So, and we have pearl with hidden gem at the bottom. Alrighty, those are going to be what we look at on Patreon. I want to thank you so much for being here with me, sharing your time and energy. If you are interested in booking a personal with me, the link to do so is through my website, which is linked down below. And I'm wishing you a safe, happy, healthy month ahead. Take care.